Sup? It's Hallie. Welcome back to Pages of Life. When we last left off, Yuri made herself emotional looking at trinkets in a store. And now, this is happening. The last couple of patties are almost done cooking. We should probably start having people actually make their burgers.
Good idea. I'll call the others in. We're all eating in the living room together.
I just got a message that the fireworks show is on for tonight.
Yes! The weather is clearing.
Not completely, but the cloud cover is high enough for them to be seen.
What about rain?
Not likely, but we should probably bring jackets and umbrellas just in case.
Where should we go to watch them?
Well, Yuri and I usually go to...
I notice that Sayori is sitting by herself on the floor and looks a little sad. Doing my best to be circumspect, I get up and sit down next to her. Hey, are you okay? Yeah, I was just wishing Natsuki could be here too. She told us in the chat she wouldn't be able to come. I know, and I did get a happy birthday text from her this morning. But I was thinking how much this was like old times, then I realized that without her it just wasn't the same. I know something that I think will help. I stand up. Who's ready for some cake?
Me, I am.
I go into the kitchen and get the cakes out of the refrigerator. I put 4 candles on Chris's and then carefully come out singing. Happy birthday. Everyone else joins in on the song. When it's over, Chris blows out the candles to the cheer of everyone. I cut the cake and give all the kids a slice. Hold on, we got another cake for Sayori too.
Really?
Yes, let me go get it. I go into the kitchen and bring out the second cake. Where are the candles? I didn't put any on so that it doesn't ruin the design. I set the cake down so everyone can see it.
Wow, that's beautiful. I love all the different little pictures on it. And did you make this, Yuri?
No, I didn't.
Natsuki made it, didn't she? I recognized the little cat face on the side there.
Yeah, we ordered both of them from her. I told her I didn't care how she decorated Sayori's. She came up with this all of this on her own.
Happy birthday, Sayori.
Her SYMN equals friends. Well, what does that mean?
It means I'm really happy right now.
It was all the initials from the literature club. That's what that was. Yeah. December, year 22.
I put down my book down and stretch. The past few days at work have been brutal as usual this time of year. I am so glad the bookstore is closed all day today on Christmas Eve. Today and tomorrow are a chance for me to rest and recuperate a bit before I have to deal with the post-Christmas rush.
Hon, are you going to empty the dishwasher?
In a bit.
Sayori and Lucas are coming over tonight and the house is a mess. I've been busy cleaning all morning, so it will look nice when they get here, and you've just been lying there reading.
I'm tired. I've been working hard all week, and this has been my first chance to relax. I won't be here for at least another 5 hours, and it won't take long to clean the house.
We need to pick up all these papers lying around, do the laundry, vacuum, mop the floors, and empty the dishwasher. I spent all morning cleaning the bathroom, and you haven't done a thing. I don't have the strength to do everything.
Then don't. Take a break. Most of that stuff doesn't need doing today.
The house is a mess, and we have company coming.
I feel myself getting frustrated with Jean. I don't like it. They aren't going to see the dirty clothes in our bedroom. They won't care if they get a glass out of the dishwasher instead of the cupboard.
That stuff still needs doing, along with everything else. I mean, just look at the floor. When was the last time we swept?
I really hate it when Jean gets this way. I'm a very clean person, but sometimes he becomes compulsive, especially when guests are coming. The floor doesn't need sweeping, we just did it.
That was days ago. It needs to be swept again.
No, it doesn't. The floor is fine.
You need to get your eyes checked. There's dust all over the place.
Me? You've had glasses longer than I have.
And I can see that the floor is covered in dust. So get up and help me.
I do help you.
You hardly do anything around the house.
You work all day at I work all day at my job and then come home and work here too. I do the dishes, I cook, I clean.
You don't do enough. I need more help.
You need to stop worrying about little things that don't really matter.
Keeping the house clean matters.
Stop yelling at me.
I'm not yelling at you.
Yes, you are.
This isn't yelling. This is yelling.
I get up off the couch and storm towards the kitchen.
Where are you going?
To needlessly put the dishes away right this second, since it is obvious you aren't going to let this go. I open the dishwasher and start taking out the plates. I'm so mad at him right now. It's infuriating when he does this. He wastes time and energy doing things that aren't important, and then complains that he doesn't have time or energy. Worse, he then guilt trips me into doing them for him, wearing me out as well. I know the accident left him weak, and he gets tired easily. But just because I'm not injured doesn't mean I don't get tired too. I may not do as much around the house as him, but I also put in full days at my job on top of household chores. He seems to frequently forget that. I'm the one that loaded these dishes last night. I even hand washed and dried the dishes that can't go into the dishwasher at all, as well. All that after a full day of making certain the store ran smoothly on one of the busiest days of the year. I have to do it again the day after tomorrow. I need the chance to decompress and unwind. Honestly, I think Jean does too. He's going to completely wear himself out before Sayori and Lucas come here tonight and not enjoy it. Then he'll probably blame me for that since I forced him to do everything, when if he just sat down and did nothing, it would be fine. I put the last of the dishes away and go back to the living room. I start picking up some random papers and trash we have lying around. He's right, that does need to be done. But that's all the house needs to be presentable. The living room doesn't need sweeping, the kitchen doesn't need mopping. After I'm done picking up, I see that the garbage is full and needs to be taken out. I pick up the garbage sack and take it outside. There, we're done. The house is clean enough for company. I see the book I had been reading lying on the couch. I'm not in the mood to read right now. I go up to our bedroom to take a short nap. When I go into our room, I see Jean sorting dirty clothes.
Hey, hun.
Hello, my love. I put the dishes away and cleaned the living room.
Thanks. What were you planning to do now?
I'm tired. I'm going to try and sleep for a bit.
I'm tired too, but we still have a lot to do.
The house is fine. If you're tired, just leave the laundry alone and relax. I lay on top of the bed. He sighs.
I can't relax because you won't help me.
In books, there's always some compromise or magic solution to fix situations like this. But we've argued over this before. I know there's no reasoning with him when he gets like this. I'm certain he is thinking something similar about me right now. We don't fight often, but I don't like it when we do. He's my husband and best friend. We should be working together. But sometimes even we have our differences. I watch him as he finishes sorting the laundry. I love you.
I love you too.
We'll get past this, we always do. He picks up one of the laundry piles and leaves to go put it in the washer. I close my eyes to try to get some rest. I'm startled awake by my phone ringing. Checking it, I am surprised to see that Natsuki is calling. I quickly answer it. Natsuki?
Merry Christmas, Yuri!
Merry Christmas to you too. How has the trip been? Natsuki used some vacation time to spend the week with one of her uncles. Apparently, her entire family is there.
It's been great. I've been able to reconnect with everyone, especially my dad.
I know you've been missing him.
Yeah, it isn't just you guys that I don't see much anymore. So do you have any special plans for the holidays?
Sayori and Lucas are bringing Violet over to watch a movie tonight. Sayori and Lucas had a daughter of their own last April. Sayori said they named her after me, but I honestly don't see how they got the name Violet from Yuri. Still, I'm honored they did, and have enjoyed being able to help take care of her when I visit. I hardly ever feel jealous about it too.
What about the rest of the kids?
No, Sayori only gets them on the weekends. They will be celebrating Christmas with them this Saturday. Tomorrow will just be Jean and I. I ignore the sounds coming from the other bedroom.
What movie are you watching?
Hogfather. Jean and I have watched it every year ever since we started dating. It's one of our few family traditions.
Oh yeah, I remember you telling me about it a couple years ago. I actually ended up watching it. Definitely not your standard Christmas movie.
No, it isn't, but I think that is part of its appeal to us. I hear some noise in the background over the phone.
Yeah, it's Yuri. Do you want to say hi? Himari says she wants to say hi real quick.
Sure, it's been a while and I would love to talk to her too. I hear the phone being handed over.
Yuri.
Himari, it is so good to hear your voice again.
No kidding, texting is convenient, but there is something about actually talking to a friend. Anything special going on in your life that you haven't texted about?
Not really. Siri and Lucas are coming over tonight to watch our traditional Christmas movie together.
Lucas, that's Sayori's second husband, right?
Yes, you should join our group chat so you can get to know the rest of Natsuki and my other friends. I know they would be okay with it. Sayori especially said she'd like to get to know you better.
I don't know.
It's up to you, but you're always welcome. Just let Natsuki know and Monica will add you.
I'll think about it.
Sure. So what else is going on? Has your boyfriend finally proposed like you were hoping?
We broke up.
I'm sorry to hear that. You'd been with him for so long. I really thought he might finally be the one for you.
Yeah, well, he left when I accidentally got pregnant.
Better to find out he's a flake now, I suppose. So you're going to have a baby?
No, I had an abortion.
Oh. You bitch! Why didn't you give it to me? I struggled to keep my voice steady and hide the emotional chaos reaching through me. Okay.
Can you keep it to yourself, though? Except for not, I haven't really told anyone about it. Mostly family wouldn't approve.
Of course. Of course they don't approve. I don't approve. You just throw away what I desire more than almost anything. So besides that, how has your life been?
Oh, go to work so you can afford to pay the bills and let you go back to work the next day. Yourself?
The same, I admit.
Maybe this is why we don't talk often and just text. Nothing to talk about.
Well, if nothing else, at least I get to wish you a Merry Christmas.
Thank you, and a Merry Christmas to you too, Yuri. Well, I'll let you go. Did you want to talk to Nat again?
I don't really have much else.
Looks like Nat wants to say something. I'm gonna hand the phone over.
I hear the phone being passed back.
Yuri?
I'm here.
Oh, good. I was afraid I might have accidentally hung up on you.
No.
Hey, Himari, would you mind leaving the room? I really need to talk to Yuri about some personal stuff.
I hear Himari say something in the background.
Yeah, I know I can tell you anything, but this is between me and Yuri.
I hear Himari say something else.
Thanks, Himari. Yuri?
I'm here. What do you need to tell me?
Nothing, but I wanted to ask if you're okay.
Of course, why wouldn't I be?
I know you, Yuri. We've texted enough over the years, and I know how much not having kids bothers you. Especially around Christmas.
Christmas isn't as bad as Mother's Day or Father's Day, but I always hear the lack of happy shouts that Santa came in the morning.
So I'm guessing finding out about Himari's abortion was a bit of a kick in the gut for you.
Yeah, it was. But it's okay. It wasn't intentional, she doesn't know. Himari is a good friend, but I don't talk about personal things like that with her.
I know, which is why I don't want her around while I talk to you about this. So I'm going to ask you again, are you okay?
Yes, or at least I will be. It still hurts at times, but I have long since come to terms with my infertility. There's nothing anyone can do about it. Believe me, we've looked, so I try not to worry about it. And even if Himari had wanted to carry the baby to term and adopt it out, I know we couldn't have adopted it anyway.
Alright, I know usually I'm the one venting while you listen, but if you need a sympathetic ear, I can listen to you, or I can listen to you,
Thank you, Natsuki. I appreciate the offer. But I don't really feel like talking about it right now, and I also have Jean if I do. However, it means a lot to know you still care about me, even after all these years, and are willing to listen to my problems.
Always.
Yeah, always.
I'll let you go then. I mostly just called to wish you a Merry Christmas.
I'm glad you did. Merry Christmas, Natsuki.
Merry Christmas, Yuri.
I hang up the phone and set it down on my desk. As I leave my bedroom, I stop in front of the door to the guest room. Hope's room. I can hear the deafening bus silence roaring from it right now. I turn away and walk down the stairs. I find Jean in the kitchen mopping the floor.
Careful, hon, the floor is wet and...
I don't care about the floor. I walk straight up to Jean and put my arms around him.
Whoa, hey. Are you okay? Yuri?
Can you hold me?
Of course.
He puts his arms around me. I can feel him shaking a little. That is a sign that he's feeling weak. Let's sit down, my love. I guide him to the living room. We sit down on the couch and hold each other.
Hon, do you want to talk?
No, except to say I'm sorry I got angry at you.
I'm sorry I got angry at you too.
I close my eyes and snuggle against him. I think he knows I'm bothered about more than just our fight right now, but he doesn't say anything. He simply holds me and strokes my hair. That evening, I hear the sound of Siri and Lucas coming in the front door.
We're here. Come on in, we're in the living room.
Siri and Lucas walk into the living room, Siri carrying Violet in a car seat while Lucas has a couple wrapped gifts in a grocery sack. I stand up and give my sister and brother-in-law a hug. Merry Christmas, you two.
Merry Christmas, Yuri.
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
I take a peek at Violet. You're awake. Hey there, little one.
Do you want to hold her?
Don't I always? I carefully lift her out of her seat and cradle her in my arms. She looks at me with her bright blue eyes and smiles. I smile back at her.
Excited to watch Hogfather with us again?
Of course.
You know, I've always wondered how this particular movie became a Christmas tradition for you two. We never told you. If you did, I don't remember.
That's so sweet.
Jean and I met, well, we started dating right before Christmas. I was rereading the Hogfather book at the time.
And since I didn't have any family nearby, I had been planning to watch the movie alone for Christmas that year since I enjoyed it so much. I ended up talking about it, which is one of the things that led me to asking her out for the first time.
After our first date went so well, and finding out he was going to be alone for the holidays, I invited him to spend Christmas Eve with Mom and I.
Only one date before meeting the parents.
Just Mom, my father. I grimace. It worked out though. Mom really liked him.
Heh, a little too much. I know she immediately thought, how can I make him a son-in-law, as soon as she laid eyes on me. After she got past the shock of seeing me, that is.
I admit, when I let you in the door and she started choking on her coffee, I realized I probably should have warned her that the friend I had invited was a guy. It was the first time I'd ever invited her to a boyfriend.
Anyway, I was naturally nervous about this, and I'd brought the movie with me in case they wanted to watch it.
Although I had seen it before, we did end up watching it with her that night. Even though it was only our second date, while cuddling on the couch with him watching it, I had a feeling we would be doing the same thing again next year.
And of course, by then we were married, so cuddling while watching Hogfather became a Christmas Eve tradition for us.
I started watching it with them after my divorce.
So are we ready to put the movie in?
We need to make the popcorn first. We brought all the stuff for it.
Sunshine, aren't you forgetting something?
Huh? Oh yeah, we also brought you Christmas gifts. You should open them now.
This one is for you, Jean.
He hands Jean a small, oddly shaped gift. I can see that whatever's inside is very malleable. I'd think it was some sort of clothing, except it's too small. Jean opens his gift. It looks like a small sack made out of metal rings.
Oh yeah, you know what I like.
What is it?
It's a dice bag.
I recognize it now. It is the same size and shape as the cloth dice bags we use when playing tabletop RPGs. I had just never seen one made out of chainmail before. Very appropriate next time we play a fantasy-themed adventure.
Heh, I don't care if it's sci-fi. This is too cool not to use.
And this is for you, Yuri.
She hands me what is obviously a wrapped book. I'm a little surprised. Siri knows me well enough to know that her books do not make good gifts for me. I hand Violet to Lucas to take the present and carefully open it up. Dusk Bell. As I feared, it's a book I enjoy but already own. Though I suppose having a spare copy isn't a bad thing. Thank you, Siri.
Do you really think I'd get you a book I know you already have? Check the title page.
Curious, I open the cover. My eyes grow wide. Oh my, this is...
What?
This is a signed copy. It's a rare collectible. Annabelle DuPont doesn't go on tour anymore, and rarely does public signings even in her hometown. These cost a fortune online. And that's assuming you can find someone even willing to sell. How on earth did you get this?
Remember when we went to visit my brother for Thanksgiving?
Yes?
He lives in the same city as Mrs. DuPont. Sayori simply walked up to her house with that book, knocked on her door, and told her it would mean a lot to her if she would sign it so she could give it to you as a gift.
And she did, especially after I told her how we bonded because of it.
It was so long ago, but I remember now. Shortly after I joined the literature club, this was the first book I read with Sayori. I thought by sharing my love for this novel with her that we would become friends. But of course, that isn't what happened. My social insecurities caused me to make a mess of things as usual.
We get it, it's from the side stories.
And it was Sayori helping me through that mess that really brought us together.
Don't worry about the price. It was only the normal cost of the book plus a polite request of the author.
Thank you, this is wonderful. I embrace her warmly.
I knew you'd like it.
I'd better go put this away and get your gifts.